Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at Superman vs. Doomsday, a gold label from McFarlane's DC Multiverse line. This looks like to be a part of Superman's 85th anniversary, as it's got an 85 logo right here. It's got the gold label logo like normal, DC Multiverse 12 and up. On the side, normal DC Multiverse, Superman vs. Doomsday. On the back, got a picture of Doomsday holding Superman and Superman's cape on the barbed wire. Or is that a stick? That's a stick, yeah. And Superman vs. Doomsday. So, enough looking at the package. Let's go ahead and get these guys out the box and look straight at them. And here we have Superman and Doomsday out of the box, out of their packaging now. One thing I want to show off though is this very nice in the box cutout background. Most 2-packs come with some kind of diorama display stand. This one did not. They came with regular just DC Multiverse stands. But the back of the box, or input, where normally it's like a a blue comic strip or like a bunch of comic strips on there, they've went out and made a destroyed Metropolis. So this is nice if you kind of want to have a destroyed Metropolis behind your Superman and your Doomsday. It kind of works. It's just a little extra. Their cards are back there. There's a Doomsday card with the same pictures on the back of the box. Doomsday holding Superman. And then Superman's card is the cape on the stick. So first we'll go ahead and we'll get into Superman, get him out the way, because this does seem to be the same Superman Hush body that we've gotten already. So this one is kind of old. So Superman, this is my first time looking at the Hush body at that actually, because I don't have Superman Hush. And the new Superman Hush is not out yet. So we have this version of Superman Hush with the angry, bruised up face. See the blood on the head, blood on the mouth, jaw. It's got cuts on his shirt, or on his top. Little scrapes there, scrapes here. It's really nice adding scrapes all the way throughout the figure to make him look like he's been battered and bruised. I feel like a little more could have been done here though. It's not enough wear and tear. It feels like he should be dying, really or close to dying. Maybe like a rip, bigger rip or something. But they are just put on here. They are just whatever you would call that. Pasted on here. I can't remember what this would be. But yeah, it's just right on top. They've got the shoes, the boots all dirtied up, making it look like he's been fighting. Comes all the way up here. And then you got a tattered cape, pre-post tattered cape. It's actually pretty soft and mendable, so don't be hurting yourself on it. So it's not like stuck like this, but it is stuck like this. He comes with one open hand. It's not necessarily a grabbing hand, it's more like just a open hand. Oh, just popped that right off on accident. Double joint elbows. The joints feel super good. Nothing too stiff or too soft. He comes with this agony hand. And then he comes with 2 flight hands. One for the left and one for the right. Let's go ahead and throw this on here. Uh-oh. Come on, don't break the joints. There we go. It's 2 flight hands or open hands. Got another one for the right hand. But overall, this is a very nice Superman. Makes me excited to see what the Hush regular one looks like. Not the one where he's controlled by Poison Ivy, but just his regular Hush. So excited to see that when that comes in a few weeks. And then the figure that we've been waiting for and hoping for a long time, we have a Doomsday now. And so now people are probably thinking, hey, Doomsday's just a repaint. They just went back and used the Devastator body. But looking at it, the Doomsday is actually got a lot of different pieces. It seems like a lot of new molds are on here. But one thing that I will say, which I think is just my Doomsday, and I hope it's just my Doomsday, is the joints are extremely loose. And I'm not sure if that's just because he was sitting out in the box in the heat all day. Oh, there goes Superman. If he was sitting out in the box in the heat all day, so they loosened everything up. But it's like extremely loose, like I'm barely touching it and it's just turning. He stands though, somehow stands. The action poses, I don't know if they'll stay. Like if his legs with stuff will stay, but they pose very easy. Same with the arms. That's real simple. Or at least this arm is super loose. This one's not as loose, but this one is just really loose. The elbow joint on this one's not as bad. This one's elbow joint, pretty solid. And then they have the rotating hands, which aren't too loose. And then they move up and down. His head is extremely just loose, all over the place. But it moves. The hair, all the pointy parts on him, the little pieces are all softer plastic, not as hard, so you don't have to worry about hurting yourself too badly. If you just like grab them, you won't hurt your hand or anything. Head sculpt looks super nice. You can open and close the mouth. That's a nice feature there. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at every Doomsday's head sculpts. Just look, the red beady eye, red evil eyes, the ponytail. I can't remember which one had the ponytail. I don't think it was the Death of Superman that had the ponytail. And here we now have out three other versions of Superman. We have the Superman from Lois and Clark. At least I think this is the Lois and Clark version. Or you can call it Death of Superman, or Return of Superman version of Superman. Anyways, you have the Black and Silver Superman. You have the Rebirth Superman. Then you have the Action Comics 1000 Superman. Overall, they all look really nice. He's much bigger than the Action Comics Superman. I think he feels bigger than Rebirth as well. Kind of seems or feels about the same size as the Black Suit Superman though. This one also came in a 2-pack with the Devastator, so he also has an angry face, though the head sculpt has improved much more on the Superman vs. Doomsday 2-pack one. Overall, this is, in my opinion, a better looking Superman. The blue's a little more vibrant, the red's a little more vibrant, the symbol's not huge on the chest. It looks and fits perfectly. Overall, I feel these two are the best Superman in this lineup here. They look and go great together with each other as a before and after. Action Comics, really small, slim, great first attempt. And Rebirth is in its own category because, of course, it's Rebirth, so it looks different, it's different continuity altogether. So now we'll go ahead and take a look at Doomsday with some Superman villains, and then we will go on to final thoughts. And here we have Doomsday with 3 other villains: Bizarro, General Zod, and Lex Luthor. It's a decent rogues gallery. I don't really know many Superman villains. I know of Parasite, and I think that's the last superpower. No, Banshee and Livewire. Besides them, those are the last few Superman villains that I can think of that have superpowers that might be in this line. But overall, this is the most notable Superman villains that people think of, all gathered here. We've got New 52 Lex, a New 52 version of Zod, or I think that's Rebirth version of Zod, and the Rebirth Outlaws version of Red Hood, or Bizarro. So this Bizarro's technically not a villain, but just brought him over anyway. And the sizing with Doomsday checks out. They all seem significantly smaller. Doomsday seems much more towering and menacing. So now we will go ahead and move on to just a few more comparisons with Doomsday, and then we'll go from there. So here we have the two that everyone's been comparing and saying Doomsday's a lot of reused parts. We have the Devastator. And as I was literally setting up for this shot, I was looking at Devastator. I was like, oh my gosh, there's almost 0 reused pieces. The only reused, like fully reused pieces I could see are the hands are an exact copy. They're the exact same usage. And it looks like the shoulders here and here are the exact same. And the hands are the exact same. But everything else is a completely new original mold. And it looks really good. Even, yeah, everything's completely different. I want to bring them in closer, take a look at them. And Doomsday is much taller, by the way. If you look at this, Doomsday is towering even over Devastator. So Doomsday might be in the Megafig category. I'm pretty sure he's a Megafig in this situation. But let's go ahead and compare the two of them. Face sculpts. Here, we'll put Devastator up close. Face sculpts, not too similar. Yeah, not similar at all, actually. Just the red eyes, spraying red eyes. Shoulders. Shoulders are the same. Hands. Uh-oh. Hands are the same. But besides that, everything else is different. Doomsday has got all new pieces. The rock formations on the bodies are all different. Overall, I'm liking this Doomsday now 10 times more because he's not reused pieces. I was thinking that he was mostly reused, so I was a little upset about that, but nope. Just Devastator and Doomsday are different. Luckily, or thankfully though, they both have movable mouths. Alright, let's pan over there. Now our last comparison, no need to cut for this one, is with Calabac, who is the latest Megafig to add to my collection. And I am going to just say this out now, Doomsday is considered a Megafig, I'm assuming, because he is huge. He's almost the same size as Calabac. But actually, I think he might be a little, nope, he's almost the same size as Calabac, not taller. And Calabac is very unbalanced at the moment. There he goes. Hold on, let me see if I can stand him up real quick for the last bit of camera. The last shots. There we go. Yeah, no, Doomsday and Calabac are nearly the same height. Maybe Doomsday might be a little taller. Calabac might be a little taller. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say Doomsday's a Megafig. So that explains the price point on it. I think it was $50 or maybe $60. Basically, you're paying for the full price of a Megafig and an individual fig, where normally in a 2-pack you'd be paying the full price of just 2 figures. We'll go ahead and just move out Superman while I talk about my finishing ideas. So overall, I think this is a very solid release. It does the 85th anniversary of Superman much justice. I'm very appreciative and grateful for this release and the fact that this was a widespread release. It was a Target exclusive, but it wasn't one of those very difficult ones to get your hands on. I'm glad it went to Target and not Walmart, because if it went to Walmart, then no one would have this. Overall, few things that you're missing on this though, or that I noticed as I was doing the review. Superman's is missing the S on his chest. Other nitpicks, I would have liked to see maybe some kind of display stand like how Superman and Devastator came with. A little something like this, just so that we had a place for them, but that might have brought costs up. And I don't even think Doomsday's foot can fit that. Maybe it can. But you do have this, if you have the Devastator one, so you can use this. But some broken rubble would have been nice. The Superman cape on the stick would have been a nice thing to have as well. Just in general, maybe some Superman armbands for the Death of Superman funeral can go as like an accessory on the McFarlane's toy store. Just buy a pack that fits around all your figures, on all your McFarlane figures. But overall, this is a pretty good release. I'm satisfied with it. I hope this video was able to help you decide if you want to pick it up or if you already have it. Let me know down in the comments what you think about it. I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.